Hi everyone, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my Rachel tutorial using the Makeup Revolution collection. But before I go ahead and start off this makeup tutorial, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button to get notified every time I upload a new video. It would really mean a lot to me, and I would love to have you guys on the light family that I'm having here on my channel. It would really mean a lot to me. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. Down for ya. Alrighty, let's get started. So the first thing I'm gonna start off with is using my primer, and I'm using my P. Louise. Sorry. So the first thing I'm gonna start off with is using my P. Louise primer, and I'm using the Rumor one, and I'm just gonna add a little dab on my eye like that. I'm just gonna take my fingers and just kind of smudge it. But then I'm gonna take a sponge and blend it all out. So today I'm using the Rachel palette from Makeup Revolution, and let's get started with the colors. So there's a lot of colors I wanted to use, but I basically mainly used the ones that I just really got my attention, to be honest. So let's get started. So the first one is called Shopping, and it's a nice kind of like an eggshell white. It's not like super white, but it's somewhat whitish and has that kind of like a grayish tone to it for some reason, and I really like it. And I'm just gonna grab it and I'm going to apply it on the brow bone area, and this is going to immediately brighten up and just kind of like lift the brow up immediately, and that's why I love the shade. And I'm just using it with a big fluffy brush, and I'm also grabbing Shopping as well and putting it in the inner corners. I mean, you won't see it that much, but it's still going to kind of peek through. Next color I really like, this one is called Dinosaur, and it's just a perfect kind of like a nude shade, like a really nice transition color, but also like a nice background shade as well. You can see it peeking through right there, and I am just obsessed with this one. So I'm just gonna grab Dinosaur, and I'm using it with a big fluffy brush. This is from Morphe. This is DJH 34, and I am going to apply Dinosaur all over my crease, all the way to the front, all the way to the back. And I'm just going to also grab Dinosaur, apply it to the outer corners of the crease, but also blending it in a circular motion, because I don't want the shades to kind of go upwards for this look. I just want to create that rounded shadow. The trick to do that is to always take the brush and move it into circular motion, and that's how it's going to have that round look. And then I'm going to be taking a color called Barney's, which is this one right here. And this is such a beautiful shade. It's like a nice brown muted kind of shade, and I'm going to also apply it right on top of Dinosaur, which is all the way to the crease, from the inner corner all the way to the outer corners. Also working it just like Dinosaur in a circular motion on the outer crease. Next, I'm taking a smaller little shader brush, and I'm going to be taking a color called Crush, which is this one right here. And this is like a nice deep brown shade. And I'm going to take this color and I'm going to pack it on the outer crease right here. Just kind of like roughly apply it there. And then I'm gonna slowly start blending it only in the outer crease. That's where I want to concentrate this color. This is going only in the outer crease. I'm gonna take whatever I have left on the brush and fade it into Dinosaur and Barney's. And I'm also gonna take whatever I have left on the brush and bring it to the outer lower lash line. Now I'm gonna take that brush that I used with Dinosaur and Barney's, and I'm just going to blend it all out. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the pink, and I'm using Push Over right here. And I'm using that one with a very small, tiny eyeshadow brush. And that is going to go on the lower lash line, blending it with Crush. And I'm going to smudge it out as much as possible, but keeping it close to the lash line as much as possible. just taking that big fluffy brush again. I just went ahead and I blended it out, and I'm just gonna take that brush that I used, the pink, and just go over it a little bit. All right, that's kicking the crotch fantastic. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the crease. I know with all the looks, Phoebe, Monica, and Rachel, I created a cut crease look just because I really like it and it's really fun and it really brightens up the eye and it makes it look bigger, so why not? So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease for this look as well, and I'm using the P. Louise primer. I'm gonna take my shader brush and I'm going to cut that inner crease. Now once that's done, I'm just gonna take my finger and smudge it all out like that. And before it dries down, I'm gonna be taking Crush again, and I'm going to start fading it into the P. Louise primer, but keeping a super light hand. And I'm also gonna take that big brush again and taking Dinosaur, and I'm going to smudge it all together, but working it always in the outer corners and not all the way in. I always like to take the side of the brush. This helps to blend it into each other a little bit better. So instead of using it like this, I use it like that. And now I'm going to be taking On a Break, which is this shade right here. I love the name of this one, and I am going to take that color and I'm going to put it in the inner corners where I created that crease. Look at that. I don't know if you guys could see it, but this is so pigmented. And then before I go ahead and do any blending, I'm going to be taking Shopping again, which is the first eggshell white color, and I'm going to apply that into the middle right here. Now I'm going to be taking the brush that I use Crush with, and I'm going to blend it all out. And then I'm going to take the brush that I used Dinosaur with, and I'm going to just smudge it all together, but keeping a super light hand with this. Now taking On a Break again, which is the shimmery color that I applied, with a very, very small eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to apply that into the tear duct area. Blending it with push over and bringing it up as well. Before finishing up the eye, applying mascara and lashes, I'm just going to pop a pencil in the waterline, and this is the MAC Chromographic pencil, and this is called Process Magenta, and I'm going to pop this color on the waterline. So I'm going to go ahead and apply a thin liquid liner right on top of the lash line, and just for the lashes basically to have kind of like that black base, and it just really like opens up the eye as well. And I'm using my tattoo liner from Kat Von D. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara and lashes. The mascara I'm using, it is the Benefit They're Real, which is my favorite one ever. And lashes, I'm using the one and only MFMA lashes, and these are the Pro Light ones. I will leave their link in the info box down below, and you can also use coupon code LBBYND for 10% discount on your purchase on anything, the sponges and the lashes, anything you want on their website, you have 10% off on there. So let me go ahead and apply both on, and I'll be back to finish up the face with you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and use obviously the Makeup Revolution and Friends the face palette, the same palette that I used in my Monica tutorial. I went ahead and kind of contoured a little bit. I thought I hit the record, but I didn't, so I apologize. But I'm just going to show you guys the color that I use. It's basically the same colors as my previous tutorial, and I went ahead and I used Chai and mixed a little bit of Mochaccino, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply just a tiny bit of Chai again, just to kind of enhance a little bit more. And again, I always like to go up with this because it just kind of lifts the face up. This palette, I think I'm obsessed with it. I think it's going to be my go-to palette. If you see it a lot in the coming videos, I apologize, but this stuff is amazing. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Cappuccino, just the little matte highlight right here, and just a tiny bit. I'm just going to dust that under the eye and the cheek area, like right here. Just, I really love how it brightens up right there. I'm gonna take it also and just kind of chisel out the contour just to make it more nicely blended into the skin. And my nose is itchy. Ugh. And for my nose, I went ahead and I used chai, obviously, and I just went ahead and I did my regular nose little contour here. So pretty. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I have so many brushes, it's insane. I hate clutter, I hate mess. I'm an OCD person and this is not the best. That rhymed. All right, let's go ahead and apply blush before I forget it. And I'm going to be using the Lobster palette for this one. And there's a color in here that I really like. And it's called Racecar Bed, which is the shade right here. It's just a nice kind of like a, I don't know, like a taupey, but it has like a pinkish undertone to it. Or mainly more like a brown undertone, which is gonna give like a nice brownie tone, which I like. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it and hopefully it looks good. So I'm just gonna take it with my blush brush and I'm going to apply that on my face, blending it with the contour. Ooh, that is pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. This is really pretty. It's like subtle, but I really like it. I'm gonna go ahead and set the face. I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip spray. And then for highlight, obviously I'm gonna go ahead and use Black Coffee from the Cup palette, face palette, and I'm going to be using this one right here. I'm going to take a little bit of that and I'm going to pack it on my face and blend it out. And I'm also going to grab a little bit and put it on. I'm obsessed with these eyes. I'm going to go ahead and apply it on the brow bone area just to kind of, you know, whoop whoop. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fix up my hair and I'll be back to show you guys the lips. So like the other tutorials that I used for Phoebe and Monica, I'm going to be doing the same thing for this one, and I'm going to be using the Ross gloss just to show you guys how it looks like. And then I'm going to be using the Rachel Duo as well, which is quite interesting because the gloss is clear for this one, but the lipstick actually has a color. So I'm really excited to see how this is going to look like. But before I go ahead and do that, let's start off with Ross. And I would say Ross has like a very soft place in my heart just because I kind of really like him. I find the color is quite bright for this one. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm still gonna go ahead and try it. If you guys know me, I don't really like pink, especially bright pink like that on my lips, especially when it's like a gloss form. I'm just not too sure about it, but for the sake of this video I will go ahead and give it a try. And you also have Marcel on here. Look how cute. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, this collection just did it for me. It's amazing. Honestly, it's been a long time that I've been waiting for such a fun collection, and I feel like Makeup Revolution did it for me. They killed it. Honestly, if you're a Friends fan, then you're going to enjoy this. So I'm just gonna go ahead, stop rambling, and I'm going to use the gloss and show you guys how this is going to look like on my lips. So I'm quite nervous. I do have a lip balm on, so let me just go ahead and remove that. And let's go ahead and apply the Ross gloss. Ooh! This is very pigmented, but whoa, pretty. It's so pretty. I am not hating it, you guys. I am not hating it. I think I really like it. It's so pretty. I did not expect it to look like that on my skin tone, to be honest, just because I don't really like pinks on myself. But honestly, I think my opinion changed after using this gloss because it's so pretty. I would highly recommend that if you want to use this, is to use it with a lip liner if you have it, because since it has a little bit more color, it's a little bit harder to apply on. I mean, if you're a pro in this, then good for you. But for me, I always prefer to use a lip liner just to kind of have a crisp, clean line, just because I'm OCD like that. But it is such a beautiful shade. And honestly, I have to say one thing about the glosses, I think I mentioned it in my other videos as well, is that they are so easy to work with and they are so moisturizing and they're not sticky at all, and they smell amazing as well. So highly recommend them if you guys want to give them a try. So now let me go ahead and try on the Rachel combo. I'll remove this one and I'll be back to show you guys this combo. Alrighty, so I'm going to show you guys the Rachel lipstick. Since the gloss is quite clear, there isn't really much to talk about it other than the packaging that is so cute. So cute. But now for the lipstick. So this is kind of like a dark purpley kind of shade. Well, not dark. It's mainly more on like a muted kind of purple, which I really like. So I will be using it with a lip liner, and I'm using this lip liner, and this is from Lancome. I've had this for a while now, and it's still pretty good. And this is called Lilac. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips with this one, then go ahead and apply the lipstick. I mean, this is the closest that I have to the lipstick, but again, I'm going to be doing such a thin line because I really want to show you guys the true color of the lipstick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so that is how it looks like. So let's go ahead and apply the lipstick. Alright, so this is the Rachel lipstick. I have to say I do like it a lot, but I don't find that it goes well with the eyes. Maybe if I had something a little bit more very soft and subtle on the eyes, then it will look nicer. But let's go ahead and still apply the gloss. But I have to say that the lipstick is quite pretty. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very beautiful shade. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the gloss. I have to say, I think the combo together just did it for me right now. I feel like it goes a little bit better with the eyes. I don't know, what do you guys think? Oh, I forgot to do that little thing with the... I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it for this one. I have to say that I love this color a lot more with the gloss. I find that it blends way better with the eyes. I don't know, what do you guys think? Which one did you like more on me? Did you like the Ross one, or do you like this one right here? I have to say the Ross one really got it for me. I think it looks better with the eyes. Alrighty guys, this is the finished look. Everything that I use in this tutorial is going to be indicated in the info box down below for you guys. You can go ahead and check it out. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and also let me know if you want me to create looks using the series 2, the palettes that I purchased recently. If you guys haven't watched that video, I will link it right here. You can go ahead and check it out, but also stay tuned till the end of this video because you will see the Phoebe and the Monica tutorial as well that I have created here on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.